Hoppy Kercheval, 5:55 a.m. How early did you get in that day, by the way?
Probably 3:30.
How long did you do sign-on shift?
I signed on like 7 years.
Not all.
6 days a week for 7 years.
Lightweight.
I know. Couldn't do it now. Now when I wake up at 3:30 is to go to the bathroom. And go back to bed.
Welcome to the 2 o'clock hour, Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law. Visit salangolaw.com on a Wednesday, and I apologize because Stephanie Pauly is our producer, one of the producers of the show, and normally she has everything. We have a thing we call the run sheet, when we have who we're calling and what we're doing and so on. And so, and Stephanie, I don't even know whether you know this, I did the run sheet today, and I put the wrong date on. I put 2025 on it. Because how many of us in modern day actually write the date out anymore? I mean, you did it when you were in school. You did it back when people wrote checks and whatever. This may have been the first day that I have written the date down, and I was responsible for putting together the sheet. And my co-host, the lovely and talented AB, starts the show by saying January 24th, 2025, because she read it directly off the sheet. And it is indeed the year of our Lord, 2026.
Oh, yeah, he did find something out. Sonia, you're related to Thomas Jefferson?
Well, no, I'm not related to Thomas Jefferson, but I am related to Samuel Kercheval, who was a historian.
I'm going to tell you something about Samuel Kercheval. Him and Jefferson out smoking corn silk. Kercheval told him, Thomas, I don't know about this country. Might want to start again.
He could.
So I don't have a monitor here, so I really can't see what happens at the beginning of the show. Mm-hmm. So at what point do I pop up? When the music starts and Mr. Announcer comes on?
Yeah.
So they see all the little panic things that I do that I'm still in the process of setting up?
Yes. They see you shuffle about uncomfortably. They see you blow the dust off your headphones. They see you put in like 2 cough drops at the same time.
Oh, yeah. I don't do 2 at the same time. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know that. I should probably... Now, these shows are archived, right? So I can go back and watch them.
Yes.
So I could live this show in real time and then go home and, when I say something to Linda like, hey, did you hear when I did this? And I don't watch it. Well, let's get in front of the TV and watch me do it again for 3 straight hours.
Yes, it's archived just like the audio podcast.
Ah, that's right.
And see, this is the thing that gets the NCAA in trouble, when it goes to court here. Is there a clock or not? Greg, we talk about the clock all the time. Mm-hmm. If he began in 2019, the clock should have run out, whether he's played the 4 years or not. And that's part of the argument, because some guys go right through the clock, right? TJ Finley, we've mentioned many times on this show. 7th team coming up this year. He's playing for Incarnate Word. He's played 7 seasons at 7 different schools. Now, why hasn't his clock started? Why doesn't he have the 5-year clock? So if you're Aguilar, I get it.
He just bouncing him off the ropes. Somebody save this man. Oh, my Lord. Oh. Very nice, very nice. He hit him with everything he didn't want.
Ten seconds remaining.
Going to be a direct snap here.
Snap back. It's Tyler. Tyler fakes the run. He throws. He's got an open man. Pass top 10. 5. End zone. It's a touchdown. Pulled in by Nestor. 3 seconds left.
Are you kidding me with the play call right there by Kevin Whiteman? Again, forget the game-winning field goal. Whiteman says, we're going to try and win this thing right now. The direct snap to Tyler sucked everybody up, and Nestor slips behind. What an unbelievable gutsy play call, and then perfect execution by these Falcons.
Things aren't always going to be great. And sometimes, you can work really, really hard and it's still not great. You're still not successful. But, if you continue to do it, one way or another, things are going to be work out. You're going to be successful. And it may not be in the world's eyes, but God's made us this way. He's blessed us with so many things, and I think that's one of our attributes that we need to have is we're going to continue to work. We're going to continue to work hard, and if it doesn't work out exactly how we want, just keep plugging away because God's got better plans.
Live from West Virginia's capital city with news from across the state. This is Metro News Midday, presented by Salango Law, with 13 News and Tonight Live anchor Amanda Barron and Metro News' Dave Allen.
Welcome to the 2 o'clock hour, the final hour. Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law. Visit salangolaw.com. Stephanie Pauly, Ryan Nicholson, our producers today. Open line West Virginia coming up at the bottom of the hour. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK-304. It's Metro News Midday.
Metro News Midday is presented by Salango Law. SalangoLaw.com. Join in by calling 800-765-8255 or text 304-TALK-304. Let's go live to downtown Charleston. Here's Dave Allen.
Welcome into a Monday edition of Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law. Visit salangolaw.com. Dave Allen in the host chair today. Ryan Nicholson, Stephanie Pauly, our producers. We'll get to Open Line West Virginia coming up at the bottom of the hour. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK-304. Anything happens to be on your mind today, feel free to weigh in on it. Of course, the world of Hollywood right now mourning the loss of one of their all-time greats, announced within the last couple of hours. At 95 years old, Robert Duvall has passed away. I want to update you quickly on a traffic situation. We had a texter, and appreciate the texter, who texted us about almost 30 minutes or so ago about an accident, I-79 South Prickett Fort exit. And the texter texted back in and said the traffic is being diverted off the interstate at exit 146. So, again, we don't know exactly what's going on there. News team working on it right now, but an accident reported I-79 South Prickett Fort exit. Traffic backed up. They have now diverted all of the traffic off the interstate at exit 146, according to the text. Appreciate the information. We'll have a story on that as soon as we can get it. Every Monday on the show, we like to go around the great state of West Virginia, introducing you to some great mayors doing great things in his or her town. And today we're going to go down to Mingo County on the forks of the Tug River and introduce you to the mayor of Kermit, West Virginia, Charles Sparks, and he joins us right now. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. First of all, probably one of the questions that you probably get asked the most is about the origin of the name Kermit. Do we know where it comes from?
And Kermit is named after President Roosevelt's son, Kermit Roosevelt.
You see, you didn't know there was going to be a history question here, but you passed it. Great job. So how long have you been mayor?
I've been mayor for a total of 12 years. I was mayor in 80 and 81, and I've been a mayor in the past 10 years.
What was it that made you want to be mayor?
Well, lived here in Kermit all my life. I left 6 years when I graduated, and I came back, and I just followed in the footsteps of a good mayor, and Johnny Linville. And I was appointed as mayor in 2015, and I've run 2 elections, and I've run unappointed. And I live here in Kermit, and I want to see Kermit do well, and I want it to be safe and clean, and I want to see everything do well.
So talk about the differences in your 2 terms as mayor, because, I mean, that's a world of difference. I mean, and you would admit, and I always like to keep these interviews positive, but it is what it is. I mean, you know, I grew up, as you and I talked on the phone the other day, I grew up just one county over from there. The Kermit of 1980 and 81 was a lot different when you came back and was appointed mayor in 2015. A lot of changes in those between those 2 terms.
Big big changes. A lot more has happened. Town's grown more, and of course we went down more, but we grew more at the same time. But there's a big difference in that number of years. Yeah.
What's new in town here as of lately? As of late, I understand that you got a big infrastructure deal coming through town, right?
We did. Right now, we had a $500,000 water project, water line replacement project done this past year, and we've got a $5.5 million water project going on at our water plant to completely revitalize it. It's 50 years old, and we're bringing it up to modern standards. And the governor the other day, we were awarded a $1.25 million grant for a new water tank that we desperately need, and from a Ambler grant. So we're really moving along with our water and our infrastructure project.
Talking again with the mayor of Kermit on Mayor Monday, Charles Sparks. Talk about the businesses in Kermit, because you know it's a very, very small area, but you still got some great businesses there.
We do. We've got some great business. We have a lot, like you said. We've got about 7 or 8 is all we've got. But at one time when I was growing up, there was like 32 businesses. But it's gone down a lot. But we hope to expand and get new businesses in. And once we get our Hatfield-McCoy Trail system, which we're looking at probably the end of spring or early summer. Once we get that in, I think we're going to have a lot of new businesses come in town, and we've got a big project outside of town in a little place called East Kermit. It's not too far from Kermit, but we're going to hopefully have a new boat ramp, a boat dock. I have a gentleman that's bought a lot of property up there, and he's going to be putting cabins and camper spots in when this trail system comes in. Trail system is going to be a big plus for us, big tourism.
Well, yeah, and I think we've interviewed the directors of the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, interviewed a lot of mayors whose cities have benefited from the Hatfield-McCoy Trail system, and I've told the story on the air before many times, Mayor. 25 years ago, I sat in on a couple of meetings with people when they first started talking about bringing the Hatfield-McCoy Trail in, and I was, like a lot of people, I was kind of skeptical. I was like, why would people want to come here and ride these mountains? Well, I was wrong, and a lot of other people were right, because people really, really come in from literally all over the world to ride the trail system. And what it's done for some towns that it's been on, I think about towns like Gilbert and Logan and some of those towns down there, Oceana. It's just been absolutely huge.
Oh, it has been, and we hope that we get to prosper from that. We're going to have 2 trailheads, and it's all going to be on county property. It's all going to be on county roads. We've got all the paperwork and everything already done, and it'll be a big shot in the arm for us. I look to see new businesses come in and spring up, and I think, and it does bring a lot of people. I have talked to people from New Jersey, of course, out of Ohio, North Carolina, Indiana. They come in here from everywhere. $250,000, $300,000 worth of equipment, and they'll come in and spend a whole weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know, you have to be off the trails at dark, and if they come in the fall right after the time change, I mean, you're talking 5:15, 5:30. They got to do something, you know, right. And they're always looking for a restaurant to go to, and the people that take part in this activity, Mayor, this is not a cheap sport. I mean, they come in with these, you know, $80,000, $90,000, if not more, trucks, pulling a big trailer with maybe 8 to 10 machines on them. So I saw this firsthand. A guy's machine malfunctioned several years ago. I was down there, and he just went to the local ATV dealership and said, "I'll just get a new one. I'll take that one." I thought, well, I'd never seen that before. I was there doing a live broadcast for the radio station, and their guy walked in and just said, "Yeah, just give me that one," and wrote out a check. And I thought, well, that's pretty good work if you can get it. Pretty good business.
Absolutely, and we've got a couple of businesses here in town, especially one here with our Western Auto, and he sells a wide variety of ATV parts, brakes, and axles, and all kinds of equipment for them and everyone have you. And we've had several stop on their way through town just to stop and get the items that they need to fix their ATVs or what have you. But Yeah, they don't care to spend money. That's the good thing about them when they come here.
Well, and if there's any drawback to the Hatfield McCoy Trail, and the directors will tell you this, is that a lot of times there's just not enough places for people to stay. So you're going to start to see there in Kermit, you're going to start to see some cabins, as you said. You mentioned that earlier, Mayor, being built, bed and breakfast, things of that nature. I mean, if you trust me, if you want your real estate advice for the day, get someplace for these folks to rent.
Yeah, Airbnbs. You can't go wrong with Airbnbs. I've got one gentleman bought a house here not too long ago, and we was talking about renting it. And he said, "No, I'm going to keep it, so I'm going to use it as an Airbnb when the trail system gets here." And the gentleman that bought the land outside where the boat ramp and the boat dock's going to be, he's getting ready to build 10 cabins, and then he's going to put a car wash and a gas station in, and he's already got Dairy Queen, a Mexican place, a Dollar General store, and there's all kinds of room there to expand and put other businesses in. And I look for it to be big. I look for him to explode up there when it gets here.
I want to talk about how the town's doing. You know, we mentioned at the top of the show, the last couple of days has been the 1 year anniversary of the flooding that really hit areas of your area hard. Logan County, of course, McDowell County, Wyoming County, all impact. We talked from a gentleman from McDowell County earlier in the show. How is your community done? Because you guys were hit pretty hard too, right?
We were. Yeah, we were. This was the second biggest flood we've ever had, other than the 1977 flood.
I was going to say the 77 flood, that's one that everybody in West Virginia will remember, that 77 flood down there. But how's the recovery gone for you folks in your town?
It seems to have went well. FEMA came in, and we had the National Guard, of course, came in and did a lot of good work for us, and people are getting back on their feet. I know we went through a very, very hard time there, and I got sick. I had my police chief. He got sick, and unfortunately, he passed away. A good friend of mine, Hockey Priest, and we've had a time to recover from it. But as far as water and what have you, we've held up well through all that.
What's on your wish list for the town, Mayor? I mean, you talked about with the Hatfield McCoy Trail coming in and people building cabins and things of that nature, but what else is on your wish list? What would you like to see for the town?
Just businesses. I like to see a lot of businesses come in town, see it back the way it used to be, and to grow and have things for people to do. We have a beautiful park, and I'd like to see some more things put in our park and give people things to do. And community center. Yeah, a new community center. I'm sitting here with the First Lady. She's telling me things.
It sounded like you were getting a little bit of advice from somebody there, but everybody's got to have an assistant there, or maybe you're her assistant. I don't know, but that's certainly okay. Do you guys have anything big in town as far as around the 4th of July or Christmas or anything like that?
We have a big fireworks show every 4th of July. In my opinion, and a lot of people tell you this too, we have one of the best fireworks show for a little town like Kermit anywhere around. And then in the fall, we have a big fall festival, and we have all kinds of activities and things for the people to do. And we have a big Christmas in the park every year. Got through that and finally starting to get everything put up. It's really beautiful, and we have a lot of activities going on.
Talking with Kermit Mayor Charles Sparks, just a couple things before we let you go. If we're doing this show statewide right now, and via the miracle of technology, people listening to us all over the country right now. What's your selling point for your town? If you are talking to a business about opening up there, or about if you're trying to get people to move there, we know Southern West Virginia certainly needs more people moving in. What's your selling point for Kermit?
If you want to come to a good, clean, safe place, the town of Kermit is a place to come to. We're laid back, we're quiet, we've got good people, and I wouldn't want to have been raised or to have lived anywhere in this country except right here in Kermit.
All right. So the final question that we do with our mayor every week, and it goes like this, Mayor. If you come to Kermit, the one thing that you need to see or do or take part in is what?
Well,
and it doesn't have to be one thing. You can give me one or two.
Eat with us and fellowship with us, and we'll treat you like family.
All right, you can't beat that. All right, Mayor of Kermit, Charles Sparks, I appreciate you being on the show today, sir. Thanks a lot. Keep doing good things down there.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. We are.
All right. Mayor Charles Sparks, the mayor of Kermit. And I thought that was, we've been doing the show since last March, and I've interviewed a different mayor every Monday since. I don't know that and maybe I'm wrong, I don't know that I've talked to a mayor who had as big a span between his or her terms as mayor. Early 80s, and then he came back in 2015. And because that is my part of the world, I can tell you there's a lot of changes between the early 1980s in southern West Virginia and 2015. But it sounds like they're doing some exciting things, and having that Hatfield-McCoy Trail down there and getting the trailheads there, I think will be a big, big thing for the town of Kermit. And in case you didn't know, Kermit was not named after the frog. It was named after the son of FDR. If you'd like to give us an idea for a mayor, we go all over the state of West Virginia every Monday at 2:06, and just put a mayor on the air to tell us about the positive things going on in their town. You can reach out to us. Drop us an email, midday@wvmetronews.com. It's midday@wvmetronews.com. Or you can reach out to me on social media, Dave Allen Radio on Facebook, or at DaveA70 on X. After 2:30, we turn the show over to you. Open line West Virginia, 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number, 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number, or you can text me, 304-TALK-304. Getting some text in about the death of Robert Duvall, one of the all-time greats in the world of Hollywood. And he's passed away, his wife announcing that on social media, passed away yesterday at the age of 95. And, you think about over the last year or so, I mean, maybe it's a sign that your host here is getting older. We've lost a lot of iconic Hollywood stars. You think about he and Gene Hackman and Robert Redford and so many others that have passed away over the next year and a half or so, man. I'll tell you, it's all the greats. It is 2:21. We'll take a break and come back after this.
We'll be right back. This is Metro News Midday. Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
I have had a complicated relationship with food. My job was to talk to heart failure patients about diet and exercise. I felt like, why would you listen to me? Because I was not following a diet that was healthy for me. I needed help. Bariatric surgery at WVU Medicine helped me lose 175 pounds. I feel like I'm free. They hold the skill, they hold the tools, and they're waiting for you to come say that you need the help.
Trojan Landing Marine is now Charleston's newest power sports dealership.
We now feature a full line of sleek Suzuki street bikes and four-wheelers. We're now offering the innovative riding experience of Benda motorcycles. The next step in motorcycle evolution with all-electric Zero high-performance bikes. We've now got Segway vehicles starting as low as $10,000. Come in and check out our great selection of high-quality Benelli and Royal Enfield bikes. Visit Trojan Landing in Charleston, now your water, road, and dirt dealership.
For your daily fix of sports in West Virginia, there's only one stop. Sportsline on Metro News Television. Available on mobile, Roku, Fire TV, smart TVs, and online at WVMetroNewsTV.com. Join Kyle Wiggs, Coach Hunter, and Brett Howe weeknights for Sportsline on Metro News Television.
Right with a new ride from Dan Cava GMC. Come explore our 2026 GMC Acadias. Spacious, smooth, and made for everyday life. It's truly a fan favorite. Drive into winter with a new 2026 GMC Sierra, now up to $12,000 off, or lease as low as $499 a month. So upgrade your ride this year with us at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop Thora.
On the next State of Minds.
My dad always said, don't let any one individual control your destiny, what you do, what your value is. And I wasn't about to let Paterno do that to me. I mean, it was just a phenomenal time, my first game, and to be accepted as a Mountaineer.
leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia. The High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
I have had a
Welcome back to the show. It is 2:25. Metro News Midday powered by Salango Law. Visit salangolaw.com. The state's premier outdoor sports show is back. Bigger than ever, 24th Annual West Virginia Fishing, Hunting, and Outdoor Sports Show presented by Can-Am returns to Milan Park in Morgantown Saturday and Sunday, March 7th and 8th. Over 100,000 square feet of everything outdoors. Over 200 vendors all under one roof. Complete details at WVOutdoorSportsShow.com, a WVRC media events. Doing some programming on the fly here. Ryan, be looking for a call from Mike Nolte to come here momentarily if he's available. We've been telling you about this accident on I-79. Mike just texted me and said, this is what we've been telling you. Crash with closure, I-79 southbound, northern Marion County, traffic being diverted off the interstate at the Goshen Road exit. Unconfirmed, according to Mike, unconfirmed information says it's 2 tractor trailers, says the texter. That's information from Mike Nolte, and I don't know if Mike is in a position to call us right now. He was in a position to text me, but doesn't always mean in this crazy world of radio that you're in a position to call. So, Mr. Nolte, if you want to give us a call, we'll get a on-the-scene report from you. And again, you hate when things like this happen, but you also appreciate the fact that we always say we have the greatest listeners in the world, and they've been blowing up the text machine here to tell us what's going on up there and to report the traffic. They've been for almost about 45 minutes or so. We've been getting text about that accident up there, so we'll have more information as it becomes available. And if we can get Mike Nolte, if he is available, we certainly will try to get him on the air. One thing I can tell you that is going to be going on, and that is Open Line West Virginia after the bottom of the hour. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. Anything that happens to be on your mind today, you can let us know about it in the world of news. And I think we got Mike Nolte right now. So let's go to Mike. Mike, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Dave. We do have a developing traffic issue here in the Marion-Mon County area. Just about 1:15 this afternoon, there was an accident with injury reported at mile marker 132 on the southbound side. Now, we've been able to learn, we believe that this is 2 tractor trailers. There's some injury involved, and the state police have closed the southbound side of the road up at the Goshen Road exit in Mon County, and they're directing traffic off of the interstate at that point. Now, that has created a delay all the way back up to the I-79, I-68 split. So it's definitely a Monday on the interstate.
All right, so we just want people to know. Again, remind folks where this is, Mike.
Absolutely. This is really at the Prickett's Fort exit in Marion County is where the crash has been reported, and the southbound side is closed all the way back to the Goshen Road exit in Mon County where the traffic is being diverted.
Now, and what mile marker was that again?
132 is the scene of the crash.
Okay.
And that's Pleasant Valley. You're just starting to get into Fairmont there.
Okay, because we had 2 different reports here. One said 132 and one says 139. So, but you're saying it's 132.
It is 132. Yeah.
All right, Mike. If it warrants us and if it's warranted, I'll get it out here in a minute. And you need to call back sometime between Open Line West Virginia. We'll put you ahead of everybody. How's that?
Okay.
Sounds
right. Good, Dave. Take care of yourself.
All right. Appreciate it very much. It's Mike Nolte, again, reporting live from the scene up there. And again, if we have any more information between 2:30 and 3, we'll let you know about it. Open Line West Virginia coming up at the bottom of the hour. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. You're listening to Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law. Visit salangolaw.com. We'll take a break and come back after this. And now we'll go to the Metro News anchor desk for a check of local news. You're listening to Midday on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
West Virginia Metro News, I'm Jeff Jenkins. The State Senate Finance Committee meets next hour at the state capitol. On the agenda is a bill calling for a 10% income tax cut, supported by Governor Patrick Morrisey, and the Senate's version of the budget bill is also on that agenda. Metro News statewide correspondent Brad McElhaney says the budget bill may also bring into focus the issue of education funding.
How does a budget deal with additional funding to support West Virginia schools, which are struggling in many cases?
The House Education Committee has an item on its agenda this afternoon that would make some changes to the state school aid formula. That's on a hearing in that House Education Committee. The governor's desk, the next stop for a bill that got final approval today in the legislature. The Small Business Growth Act sets up a process where investors in a small business could get a tax credit. Putnam County Senator Eric Tarr, himself a small business owner, voiced opposition to the bill.
I'm trying to make a fault in this bill of where it is absolutely picking winners and losers, not only between one industry to another, but within an industry and within West Virginia. I can't believe we're sitting here as a Republican majority doing this.
The bill passed the Senate today, passed the House back on Friday, now heads to the governor's desk. Former state senators and former members of the House of Delegates traveling to the Capitol today for memorial resolutions for two former members who died last year, former House Speaker and State Supreme Court Justice Tim Armstead and former State Senator Walt Helmick. You're listening to Metro News for 40 years, the voice of West Virginia.
Brighten your mornings with Tudor's $5 sunrise specials. Enjoy our Mary B, egg, crispy bacon, and cheese on our buttery biscuit, loaded with more bacon than the rest. Or try the Ron, featuring a bigger, hearty sausage patty topped with egg and cheese on a biscuit so delicious you'll savor every bite. Each combo comes with crispy hash browns and your choice of coffee or iced tea, all for just $5. Warm up winter mornings with this hot deal. Available for a limited time.
Premiering February 19th at 7:30 p.m. on Metro News Television. Your friends at Hope Gas and Greer Industries present State of Minds. Hoppy Kercheval talks with former WVU quarterback and Super Bowl champion Jeff Hostetler.
My dad always said, don't let any one individual control your destiny, what you do, what your value is. And I wasn't about to let Paterno do that to me.
State of Minds, coming to Metro News TV on February 19th at 7:30 p.m. Presented by Hope Gas and Greer Industries. Only on the Metro News Television app.
A Mingo County man is in custody after allegedly shooting another man on Sunday. State police have charged 68-year-old Keith McCoy of Delbarton with malicious wounding. 33-year-old Keith Kinzer, also of Delbarton, was injured in that shooting. He's hospitalized in stable condition. Mild conditions across the state of West Virginia. Temperatures in the 50s in some areas this afternoon. And this is going to be a mild week, into the 60s tomorrow and also on Wednesday. From the Metro News anchor desk, I'm Jeff Jenkins.
I was proud to be a soldier.
I told the truth and got kicked out.
And so I thought to myself, I'm taking this rule down.
If you're an LGBTQ plus veteran, your memories are important too. Share your story with the Library of Congress Veterans History Project, where firsthand accounts from U.S. military veterans are preserved and made accessible for researchers and future generations. Visit loc.gov/vets to submit your stories, photographs, and documents today.
This is Metro News Midday, presented by Salango Law. SalangoLaw.com.
Welcome back to the show. It's 26 minutes away from 3 o'clock. Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law. Visit SalangoLaw.com. Stephanie Pauly, Ryan Nicholson, our producers today. Metro News Midday, heard all over the great state of West Virginia. Great radio stations like WJLS in Beckley, our flagship here in Charleston, WCHS, WKMZ in Clarksburg, WD&E in Elkins, WKLP Kaiser, WVW Logan, WEPM Martinsburg, WAJR in Morgantown, WSLW in White Sulphur Springs, and WKKX, WVLY in Wheeling. Been telling you over the last 45 minutes or so about this traffic accident in the Marion-Mon County area. The accident itself is at mile marker. The crash scene is at mile marker 139. Mike Nolte tells us it appears that two tractor trailers were involved in this accident. It's causing quite a backup on I-79. So if you are going to be traveling in that area, please use caution. Again, injuries have been reported. And the crash itself, because there seemed to be some discrepancy over, the different mile markers, and sometimes in West Virginia it can get a little confusing. Some of us that, don't always go by mile markers anyway. It's the crash scene, according to Mike, is 139. That's where the actual crash scene is. So and it was southbound. So if you're going to be traveling in that area, it's going to be slow going, and they were diverting traffic off of the interstate, according to Mike. And if Mike has any further updates, he'll let us know. We'll put him to the head of the line here on Open Line, West Virginia. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. Text says on Dr. Ron Stallings, who we had on during the 1 o'clock hour, the doctor of tax and spend, Dr. Stallings. It's interesting in that interview with former state senator Ron Stallings. He served that area in southern West Virginia, Logan, Boone County, and a little bit of Lincoln and some of Kanawha County for quite some time. He, of course, was unseated by Mike Stewart a few years ago. And Ron Stallings is what I would say is an old school West Virginia Democrat. It tends to be a little bit more moderate, not as liberal as some are. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying I enjoyed the conversation with him, and to this point, he doesn't pull any punches. Speaking of people that don't pull punches, let's go to this traffic situation up north, I-79, where Mike Nolting joins us again. Mike, good afternoon. What can you tell us now?
Well, Dave, I can confirm the crash scene is at mile marker 139, and the crash involves a semi-truck and a pickup truck, and the medical examiner has been called to the scene.
Okay, I mean, that's never a good sign. So it is at 139 is where the actual crash took place. They were diverting people off the interstate. In case people missed your last report, where are they? Are they still diverting people off the interstate?
They are. They're southbound totally closed between southern Mon County and just past Prickett's Fort in that area.
Okay.
They're diverting traffic off at the Goshen Road exit from southbound I-79 in southern Mon County in order to avoid that crash that is in the northern part of Marion County.
Okay, and so it doesn't look like what you're telling us now. It was a semi-truck and a pickup truck. That's what it looks like?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Mike, we appreciate the update. And as I said, we'll move you to the head of the line. If you have any other updates between now and 3, let me know, okay?
All right. Take care, sir. Thank you.
All right. Again, that crash scene at mile marker 139. And again, traffic being diverted off the interstate. The southbound lane of I-79 in that area is completely closed. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. Somebody let us know about Robert Duvall. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Appreciate that. Text says, I once met Robert Duvall. He said his favorite role was Lonesome Dove. I told him most people my age remember one line. He smiled and said, I call that bold talk for a one-eyed fat man, says the texter. Robert Duvall, he was one of the all-time greats for sure. Text says, Dave, don't hear a word from Chris Hamilton on 7 mines closing down and taxpayers footing the bill to modernize power plants that's closing down in the next 5 years. It's a joke, says the texter. There's let me see if I still got this here. There is going to be a coal rally held. Got some information on this over the weekend. It's going to be held February the 18th. At the Capitol in Charleston, and Friends of Coal are asking for miners, families, industry leaders, citizens who believe in reliable energy. This is what is on their poster to come out for this event, and it is going to be again February the 18th at the state capitol here in Charleston. And the giant headline was West Virginia was built on coal and we're not done yet. And again, that is going to be on February the 18th, and we will effort to get you more information on that. Planning a big rally here at the state capitol. Text says, so ICE is pulling out of Minneapolis. 2 people dead and others injured. Are we winning yet? Listening, says a texter, to you and Danny Jones constantly trashing Trump is nauseating, says a texter. Reference to the local show in Charleston. Look. Okay, I'll move on. Text says, best president ever? No question, Donald Trump. No other president has had to contend with as much BS as he has, but yet he's still kicking butt for America. Text says, Dave, we need to be calling for Trump to resign. His name has been mentioned over 30,000 times in the Epstein files. Others have resigned from big companies. Says, if you think Donald Trump is going to resign, I got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. 20 minutes away from 3. Open line West Virginia, 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. Text says, you're always talking about polls. I nor anyone I know has ever been asked to take part in any kind of a poll, so I'm calling BS, says the texter. Well, we get that response a lot. You know, anything that goes against what someone likes, loves, believes in, whatever, they say, well, I've never been asked. I don't know what kind of cell phone service that you have, texter. Appreciate the text. But I get a lot of them. I got one yesterday. Now, as a member of the media, I don't take part because that's just kind of frowned upon. I just delete and move on. I don't take part. But I got yesterday, as a matter of fact, yesterday afternoon, sat back watching the Daytona 500, and my cell phone goes off, and it's a poll. So sorry if you're not getting polling, but I certainly am a lot, but I don't take part. Text says, military go to tell recruits where they can and can't go to college under the GI program. It's a sad day to be a veteran, says the texter. Text says, no President's Day. No, I'm sorry. So President's Day is a holiday, but Juneteenth is not. We see you, America, says the texter. Text says, Dave, West Virginia's lost coal jobs both times. Trump's been president. Make West Virginia great again, says a texter. Text says, met Robert Duvall filming Gods and Generals. Nice guy. He talked to us between shoots. Text says, first president I voted for was Ronald Reagan, and Republican or Democrat, they've all gone downhill since him. 1-800-765-TALK is the phone number. Text 304-TALK 304. Coming up on 18 minutes away from 3 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. We'll take a break and come back after this.
We'll be right back. This is Metro News Midday. Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
New year, new trucks. Start your year off with a new truck from Dan Cava Toyota World. Now lease a 2025 Tacoma for as low as $299 a month. Save over $7,500 off on select Tundras or get 2.99% for 72 months. It's your last chance to get a gas model 2025 RAV4. Don't miss out. Come experience cars you can count on year after year. Dan Cava, Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the road.
I have had a complicated relationship with food. My job was to talk to heart failure patients about diet and exercise. I felt like, why would you listen to me? Because I was not following a diet that was healthy for me. I needed help. Bariatric surgery at WVU Medicine helped me lose 175 pounds. I feel like I'm free. They hold the skill, they hold the tools, and they're waiting for you to come say that you need the help.
On the next State of Minds.
My dad always said, don't let any one individual control your destiny, what you do, what your value is. And I wasn't about to let Paterno do that to me. I mean, it was just a phenomenal time, my first game, and to be accepted as a Mountaineer.
Trojan Landing Marine is now Charleston's newest power sports dealership.
We now feature a full line of sleek Suzuki street bikes and four-wheelers. We're now offering the innovative riding experience of Benda motorcycles. The next step in motorcycle evolution with all-electric Zero high-performance bikes. We've now got Segway vehicles starting as low as $10,000. Come in and check out our great selection of high-quality Benelli and Royal Enfield bikes. Visit Trojan Landing in Charleston, now your water, road, and dirt dealership.
With Metro News Hotline. If it's trending, it's probably here.
So it's Dennis, it's Rodman degrees out there today. Oh, that sounds really uncomfortable.
I know it does. I know it does.
Is that legal? Is that past FCC? I don't know if you're allowed to say anything's Rodman something. That's
it's Rodman degrees.
That's like saying it's awful Diddy out there. I don't know that we can do that.
Yeah. Join Dave Weekly and Coop weekdays for Hotline on Metro News Television.
Stike Wealth Enhancement Group is now Wealth Enhancement. And we craft detailed financial plans for people like you because you're building your retirement your way. You deserve advice that's built to handle what your life brings. To meet with your Stike team advisor, call us at 304-443-4240 or email stike-info@wealthenhancement.com.
Welcome back to the show. It is 14 minutes away from 3 on a Monday afternoon, President's Day. Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law. Visit salangolaw.com. And, of course, on President's Day, people, always bat around who's the best president, worst president, or whatever. The presidents of my lifetime, Richard Nixon was president first term when I was born, and then at the second term, and then Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, Trump. I guess, if you were to ask me who my favorite president was, of the ones that were president when I was alive, I definitely would say Ronald Reagan. And I sometimes wish, this is just me editorializing, wish the Republican Party were more like Ronald Reagan, because what I see on the national level, and quite frankly, sometimes, in some instances, on the state level, it's not very Reagan-like. But that's just me. Text says there's a brothels museum in Fort Smith, Arkansas. There's a Robert Duvall room there from the museum was a restaurant, and he was an investor in the restaurant. Interesting stuff. Text says, if George Washington were alive today, he'd be like, where are the slaves? You pay people for labor and women can vote? What are you people thinking? Says the texter. I think that was done very tongue-in-cheek. Text says, Dave, great Daytona 500 yesterday. Well, I will say the last lap was good. Text says, I don't care what you say. Pam Bondi killed it last week. You're entitled to your opinion. Text says, so if West Virginia passes a law where the state can arrest and extradite someone from another state who broke a West Virginia state law from their home state, and the Supreme Court upholds it, can another state, such as California, make a law and arrest West Virginians who violate California law? Text says, I hate that all those people in southern West Virginia are losing their jobs. When, though, will you learn to stop trusting Republicans and coal groups when they tell you that coal is back? 1-800-765-TALK. That's the phone number. Text 304-TALK-304. Text says, I think West Virginia is heading for a financial reckoning, and the current administration, delegates, and senators are keeping it hidden as much as they can. Text says, I would support coal a lot more if I saw positive results for the state. According to the coal apologists, West Virginia would descend into hell without coal. How much worse could it get? Text says, Paul Hardesty for governor. Text says, there's absolutely nothing wrong with voter ID. How do you buy cigarettes or alcohol or even rent a hotel without an ID? Text says, Dave, where are all these Second Amendment people on Trump wanting to take people's guns that are gay or pot smokers? Now he wants to trap them if you come to D.C., says the texter. Text says, a pothole just swallowed my trailer and four-wheeler. I think my wife and kids are missing too, but I mostly miss my four-wheeler and trailer. Yeah, seems legit. Text says, West Virginia needs 4 school boards, north, south, east, and west, and then maybe a 3-panel oversight board in Charleston. That's it. Let me tell you, if you think, and I've said this on the show before, maybe this is just being cynical, okay? There's a lot of control in a county between school boards, and when I say school boards, I don't necessarily mean Board of Education. I mean what we used to call the central office. Maybe they still call it in your county. The two sources of power in a lot of West Virginia counties, and some of you will know what I'm talking about, come from two places: central office and the courthouse. Matter of fact, they're just known by that. What does the courthouse think? What does central office think? I come from that world. That's my hometown, or at least it was years ago. I haven't lived there in some time, but everything in the county was controlled by central office and by courthouse, and that's the term they use, courthouse. What does courthouse think about this? Because it's a collective body. And I say all that to say this: those counties that are still run like that are not going to be that big on giving up power, because there's a whole lot of power from those two entities that I just mentioned. 1-800-765-TALK, text 304-TALK 304. Text says, Trump pardoned drug dealers last week. I thought he was going after them, says a texter. Text says, Ronald Reagan would be nauseated by the present-day Republican Party. I have a tendency to agree with a lot of that, at least certain aspects of it. Text says, Democrats shut down government again. They care nothing about the American people, want to flood country with illegals so they can vote. That's why they don't want voter ID. Only states Kamala won have no voter ID. They want to cheat, or they would pass the SAVE Act, says the texter. Text says, every time I see Trump on TV, I long for the days of elegance and grace of Barack and Michelle Obama. Text says, I ran a hotel with a fake ID, fool, says the texter. That's a little more information than I need, okay? But by the way, when you text any of our shows, all we see is a phone number, and I'm happy with that. I really don't want to see any more than that. Text says, Savannah Guthrie goes poking into the Epstein files, and suddenly her mother's kidnapped. Coincidence? Me think not. There's a whole lot of conspiracy theories out there right now, and I don't buy into any of them, and I don't even mention most of them because it turns into, did you hear what that guy on the radio said today? So I think that's probably not the thing to do for yours truly. What is the thing to do for yours truly, though, is to tell you that coming up on Wednesday, we do a segment called Wonderful West Virginia. We put the spotlight on somebody doing great things in their hometown, somebody working with veterans affairs, somebody working in the recovery community, somebody doing something with youth sports, with litter pickup. We've featured at least a few over the last couple of weeks that were doing things like snow removal and things of that nature with the ice storms that we had. So there you go. But we need you to nominate somebody. We want to know about people doing great things in your community. Drop us an email midday@wvmetronews.com, midday@wvmetronews.com. You can reach out to me on social media, Dave Allen Radio on Facebook, or at DaveA70 on X. We'll take a break and close it out after this.
Brighten your mornings with Tudor's $5 sunrise specials. Enjoy our Mary B, egg, crispy bacon, and cheese on our buttery biscuit, loaded with more bacon than the rest. Or try the Ron, featuring a bigger, hearty sausage patty topped with egg and cheese on a biscuit so delicious you'll savor every bite. Each combo comes with crispy hash browns and your choice of coffee or iced tea, all for just $5. Warm up winter mornings with this hot deal. Available for a limited time.
The Mountain State Assessment of Trends in Community Health, or MATCH, is a survey sent to 88,000 West Virginian home addresses where the information you provide can support policymakers to direct resources to help your community. If selected, you will receive the survey information and invitation in the mail. You can complete the survey online, by mail, or by phone, and you will be compensated for your time. Visit wvmatchsurvey.org for more information. Helping your community is a touchdown for West Virginia.
We'll be right back. This is Metro News Midday. Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
I have had a complicated relationship with food. My job was to talk to heart failure patients about diet and exercise. I felt like, why would you listen to me? Because I was not following a diet that was healthy for me. I needed help. Bariatric surgery at WVU Medicine helped me lose 175 pounds. I feel like I'm free. They hold the skill, they hold the tools, and they're waiting for you to come say that you need the help.
You want to know what West Virginia is talking about?
It's good to be back in Morgantown today.
Now it's different.
I think it's mostly just business.
What I voted for and what I think makes the most sense.
Well, Dave, this has been a bit of a controversy.
I want to thank the caller last week that said I sounded like Hoppy Kercheval. That was flattering.
Join Dave Wilson and TJ Meadows Monday through Friday for Talk Line on Metro News Television.
Trojan Landing Marine is now Charleston's newest power sports dealership.
We now feature a full line of sleek Suzuki street bikes and four-wheelers. We're now offering the innovative riding experience of Benda motorcycles. The next step in motorcycle evolution with all-electric Zero high-performance bikes. We've now got Segway vehicles starting as low as $10,000. Come in and check out our great selection of high-quality Benelli and Royal Enfield bikes. Visit Trojan Landing in Charleston, now your water, road, and dirt dealership.
Start your new year off right with a new ride from Dan Cava GMC. Come explore our 2026 GMC Acadias. Spacious, smooth, and made for everyday life. It's truly a fan favorite. Drive into winter with a new 2026 GMC Sierra, now up to $12,000 off, or lease as low as $499 a month. So upgrade your ride this year with us at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop Thora.
Steig Wealth Enhancement Group is now Wealth Enhancement. We believe retirement starts with a plan. Saving for college starts with a plan. Your legacy starts with a plan. Do you have the right plan? Call our team at 304-443-4240 or email steig-info@wealthenhancement.com.
Welcome back to the show. A couple of minutes away from 3. Metro News Midday Final Text says voter fraud is such a minute issue, basically a non-issue. The SAVE Act is all about suppressing the vote and nothing else. Look who's here. It's Dave Weekly.
I heard you say you watched some of the Daytona 500 yesterday.
I did. Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Proud of you.
I've told the story before. I'm a big NASCAR fan. I'm just not as big a fan as I used to be, but because there's a variety of. Did you hear when I was talking the other day with Tom Bragg about my idea how to make NASCAR more exciting? You choose 2 or 3 cars, okay? They have to go in the opposite direction as the rest of the field. I mean, you draw 5 names out. Let's say there's 40 cars in the field. You draw 5 out, and you say you 5 have to go in the opposite direction.
That would probably be Stenhouse. He would probably go the wrong way.
Recky Spinout Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, looked good yesterday.
It was a great final lap. Like I said, the texter to the show said it was a good Daytona 500. I said, well, the last lap was good.
Yeah, it was.
I'll say that. What you get on the show today?
We're talking about coffee prices.
Okay.
They're out of hand.
Okay.
Is that affecting how much coffee you're drinking?
No. All right, Dave.
No.
Weekly coming up with Hotline and many of you say Metro News stations. I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, have fun and love somebody.